All right, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Colerain High School. First off, congratulations to these 5 athletes on being able to sign their letter of intent to move on to the next level. So very, very exciting day here for these 5. And we have one in the November, so 6 athletes moving on to the next level. It's very, very exciting here at Colerain High School. So you guys enjoy this day. Remember this day forever. Make sure you thank your parents for everything that they've done for you, as far as getting you to practice, all the way back to when it started at youth to where you are now, supporting you after a great win, supporting you after a tough loss. So they are always there for you, and they always have your back. So also reach out and thank your coaches for everything they've done for you guys. And this is a very, very special day, so remember this one forever. So format today, Ms. Davis will come up, say a few words, and Mr. Drew Cassie will come up, and then each coach will speak about each athlete, and then we'll move on from there. So again, congratulations. Parents, thank you for being here. Everyone's supporting our student athletes. So up next, our principal, Ms. Erin Davis.
Thank you. I just want to say congratulations and best of luck for wherever you travel. I truly appreciate all the hard work and dedication that you've had throughout the last 4 years, because if you don't know it, you are a role model to many others. So that is truly something that I appreciate, and you have shown others exactly where you can go. So I hope you all know that once a card, always a card. So we expect to see you around back home after you get out into the college world. I also want to take the time to thank parents, families, anyone that supports each of them. I have 4 kids. I know that this cannot be done alone, running from practice to practice to practice and things like that. So it truly is a team effort, and I really appreciate all of your hard work too. So again, congratulations. I wish you nothing but the very best. And I hope to see you around and hear about the great things that you do in the future. Thank you.
I'm going to keep mine short and sweet. So I'm up here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to call coaches up, and then they're going to talk about their individual athletes that are up here that are assigned. So first up, we'll go with our head softball coach, Emily Schwebel.
First, I want to congratulate all of our athletes up here and families. I wish you guys all the best as they continue on to their next phase of their life as they enter college and their college careers. So I've had the privilege of knowing Leah for honestly longer than her high school career. She first started out as one of our little campers at our summer camp. So we met her far before she was a freshman here at Colerain. And from the get-go, I knew that she was going to be an athlete, but also someone who was really passionate about the game and really enjoyed to learn. Over her career, she's definitely been a huge part of the Colerain softball program as well once she was here. Leah is a 4-year varsity starter. She contributed first her freshman year. She was a pitcher, and she honestly would play just about anywhere we needed her to. She was able to play first base. I think we stuck her in the outfield a couple times. Anything we needed her to do, she did it. And then recently, she's moved more towards being our starting first baseman, and she's pretty much a brick wall over there, so we enjoy having her there for us. And then in regards to hitting, Leah also can hit. She has a total of 51 hits and 11 doubles over her career. Last year, she probably would have had more. She was hurt for part of the year, so that number probably would have been a little bit higher. Over her career, her freshman year, she batted a 300. And then went up from there her sophomore year at 365, and then last year she actually was batting a 500, which is very impressive for those of you that know baseball and softball. Aside from getting to know Leah on the softball field, I've also had the privilege of knowing her. I'm actually teaching her right now in advanced stats, so I enjoy having her in class. She's a great student, and she's very kind, she's very caring, and if you ask any of our softball girls, they'll say the same thing. She's an awesome teammate. She's probably the first one to come give you a hug if you need it. I think the one year we do a superlative thing at her banquet, and she was like most likely to give somebody a hug. Yeah, because she's very friendly. But she's an awesome young lady, and I'm excited for her to continue on in college. And we can't wait to get started this year and have her one more time. And we're definitely going to miss her after having her all these years around and being such a leader for our program. So. Thank you, Leah, and go Tomcats and go Bucks.
So I'm going to bring up Coach Hubert next. Don't be surprised if Coach Hubert does not use the mic. He usually stands off to the side and yells really loud. Just be prepared.
So, good morning. Congratulations to all 5 student athletes up here and also all the families here today as well. It's an unbelievable accomplishment because student becomes before being an athlete to be able to do everything right in the classroom, then correlates to their athletic ability on the field. So, congratulations to all 5 of you and all the families here. That's an outstanding job. Now on to football. We are honored to have 2 football players here today. 2 very high character gentlemen that have done everything that I could ever ask for out of a student athlete in my first year as the head coach here. And I couldn't be more proud of these 2. These 2, when I speak on, I can go on stories for both of them individually. But as I speak about Ilya and Gary, they're both what you would ask for out of a head coach. Both a 95% attendance rate or better in the weight room. They're leaders not just on the field, but off the field. They both do everything. They go above and beyond. They hold their teammates accountable. They're what you look for in a student athlete. And not only are they remarkable on the field, but they're also remarkable in the classroom as well. So I'm excited to be able to do that. Even though I'm upset with both of them right now, because I texted them yesterday and said, hey, are you guys good for everything that's going to happen tomorrow morning? And Ilya replies with like 20 letters that wasn't even a word, and I'm like, what is that? And Gary replies, he's old, he doesn't know what you're talking about, you got to break it down for him. And I'm like, what is going on right now? But in the individual, so Ilya, he was would have been a 2-year starter for us. Unfortunately, in the spring, on the last day of school, we're out at a 7-on-7, and he goes up for a contested ball at Withrow and catches the ball, but comes down and tears his ACL, so he wasn't unfortunately, he wasn't able to compete this season. But he's continued to believe in the process, knowing if I continue to work hard, strive to be better, be great, there'll still be an opportunity for me to get back on the field at one point. So Ilya is going to go and continue his education and his football career at Thomas More. So round of applause for Ilya. And then on to Gary. So Gary, I love Gary. So the first time I met Gary was around COVID. And we're walking through the locker room, and there's Gary comes around the corner, and it was COVID. There was nobody really at school. And I look at Gary, comes around the corner, he looks like a grown man at that point already. He was a freshman in high school. And I'm like, can I help you, sir? Do you know where you're going? Oh, I'm here for basketball. I said, oh, what grade are you in? Oh, I'm a freshman. Yeah, I was like, you ain't a freshman. Why don't you come play? If you're a freshman, you go on the football field. What are we doing? I'm a hooper. You got to talk to mom. I'm a hooper. So after time, we finally convinced them to come out to play football. Did an outstanding job for us, and now it's full circle where Gary's honored to be able to go on to Wittenberg. We call it the Harvard of the Midwest round. To be able to continue his academic career and also onto the football field where he was also a starter for us, did an outstanding job as defensive line, plugging up the middle, taking on the double teams, and doing a phenomenal job for this year. So, round of applause for Gary. And then one last round of applause for all 5 student athletes and families up here. Congratulations.
All right, thanks, Coach Hubert. So next I'm going to bring up our track coaches. I got Coach Lindberry and Coach Allen here. They're going to come up. Or just Coach Allen, that's fine too.
I want to thank all for coming this morning. First of all, I want to congratulate all the kids for the scholarships you received. You all earned them. I am Summer's track coach, but I take no responsibility for Summer at all. I actually did another coach in Summer, who I got by the name of Erin Thomas. She was doing some jumps in the back, and he was like, who in the world is that, coach? And she just kind of stood out. And since then, she has just taken over. Summer owns almost every record for spring. She owns the 100-meter record. She owns the 200 record. She owns the 4x2 record, and she owns the 4x4 record. The only record she don't have the mile relay one, and the record for the 400 open, and she might get that this season. Very proud of her for her accomplishments, and not just for being an athlete. Someone also wants to be, she's going to go to school to be a registered nurse, and I'm very proud of her decision. not to also be an athlete, but to be a scholar, because we need more people like Summer in the world. I just want to thank you for all you've done for Colerain track. You're going to be missed. I don't think no one's ever going to fill your shoes, but we're going to try. And God bless you and all you do something. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Coach Allen. So we're going to finish up with our head girls soccer coach, Coach McLaughlin.
I'm here to say a few quick words about our senior, Haley Shell. Haley led the line for the girls program all season long. And not only that, she's leading a part of her family, being one of the first to go to university, especially as a student athlete. So I know that's something that she's very proud of and should be. I know she's going to do well. Haley, what really makes you successful on the field and off the field in any conversation with you is your drive. And you know, anybody that has a chance to speak to Haley, you can immediately see the drive that she has to be successful in anything that she does. She's determined. She's got a good head on her shoulders. And Haley, if you keep those qualities and keep those central to your life as you go into college, you'll be just fine. It's going to be a lot. The student athlete schedule is not easy, but if anybody can manage it, it's you. So yeah, Haley Shell, congratulations. Thank you.
All right, so parents, friends, if you have not done so already, you might want to pull your phones out for the next thing, the next moment here. I'll give you a second to pull those out. Guys, student athletes here, if you guys could grab those pens in front of you for me. Don't sign just yet. We want to make sure moms and dads have their phones out. So if you could take a moment and you could go ahead and sign your name on those papers in front of you, that would be fantastic.